Hello and welcome to ARCA. We are here at Iowa Speedway this week. Got to it a little bit later than I normally like to here on a Friday night, but excited to give this a try, even though it seems like it's going to be really tough to pass. I watched, I believe it was Nick's race here this week, and it didn't seem like there was too much fall off. It really doesn't seem like you were
You've
getting
got
enough.
two laps to get the job done,
Excuse
mate.
me, getting enough fall off by the time that the race was over, because these races not too long,
Just done a 23.04.
and by the time you really get to that point,
Green, green, green.
it seemed like it was still really hard to pass. So we're gonna hopefully get ourselves a good qualifying run in this couple first laps here. I'm thinking lap number 2 is going to be a little bit faster, so we're going to try to get a bit of a run to the line on the second lap. Still put in, hopefully, a decent-ish lap on the first one, but here's where it's really going to count.
10th position. You're currently 0.32 off the pace. Your last lap time was at
Getting some more
23.07.
oversteer here in the race session compared to when I was in practice. Alright, 22.712 is going to be our lap. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see if that holds up for us. Right now, got the top spot over the number 4. Seemed like maybe the track was just a bit cleaner than the practice I had, because I feel like the track was maybe a little bit warmer, a little bit hotter, I think, since we're not quite in the dark yet. And yet we were still able to get some more speed out of it. But it is going to be a night race. Sun's going to be going down. It is actually crazy how much grip we have out here. I guess that's just New Iowa doing its thing. So much grip down in on that newly paved part of the track. It's actually kind of absurd. Like, you don't even really need to use the brakes. I think it's faster to use the brakes, but like, you can carry so much speed through these corners. It took me a while to kind of get it figured out, just because I was under driving it for so long, thinking like there's no way it's gonna grip up, but it always would. So I think what we're gonna do here is just try to be quick, somewhat smooth but quick. I don't think we're going to worry too much about the tire saving, though. I worry that if we try to save tire, then we'll maybe have a little bit more speed at the end, but it might not be enough to get around anybody. So we're going to go for some track position here, and I think we're off to a good start, because it looks like our whole run is going to stick. Just about everybody qualified. That's cool. Don't always see that. So, there you go. The sun has gone down just about 79 degrees out here, so cool track temp. Tons of grip on the new pavement. ARCA car is getting tons of grip, so just tons and tons of turn in the car. Can carry so much speed, so that's what we're going to be working with in this one.
The track temp is 79
Get
Fahrenheit.
session
The
last
temp is
lap
77.
ready. Yeah, I wanted to do my fast lap on that second lap, get a good run to the line, because it feels like when your tires are cold on that first lap, you're not quite getting all of the grip you can get out of the tires. But I don't think you really want to just slowly go around the first lap, because then your tires aren't getting up to temp quite yet. And this is just me guessing, because this is obviously my first attempt at this week, but it was kind of what I was feeling while practicing. So it felt like you wanted to get the tires up on that first lap. You can put in like a banker for the first time around and get a somewhat decent lap in case something goes wrong on the second one, but then really push it that second lap and it gets all the grip you need. And that was the best lap I've hit yet, so that was good enough to get us the pole, but not by much. The 4 and the 3, the 9, all able to get into the 7s. 22 sevens. The one car I'm sure is going to be moving forward as the highest I-rated guy in here. I didn't check to see what his numbers are, but, well, it's 5,000 or higher, I presume, because I'm at 4,900 as the number 2 car.
There's no tire changes allowed during the drive.
Yeah, 40 laps out here, and whenever I was practicing, it seemed like the tires were, even when I was driving hard, wearing pretty evenly. So with how tough it's going to be to pass, I feel like you just got to go. If we get some space in front of us, then maybe then I'll, you know, take a couple of the corners a little easier, but
Line up on the inside.
I'm just skeptical that you're even going to want to save much tire for this. I do think you want to run that bottom lane, probably get you the most rotation and probably the fastest way around the track anyway. You can even get on the apron just a little bit, and it felt like it turned just fine, because there's not too stark of a banking difference right here. But who knows, maybe I'm just talking nonsense. That's just all the stuff I figured out in the 30 minutes before jumping into this one. Is this going to be a first gear start? Nah, we're going to, I think it's second gear. Looks like we get to the chip just a little bit too quick in first gear. Yeah, I don't like that. We're going to do second gear. We'll test that out a little bit, but we are going to do a second gear. And shouldn't have any tire spin to worry about here at all. But coming around here at the just under 1 mile track of Iowa. Really wish they would have just gone and paved the whole corners here so you could use the high line. That might help getting passes done later in a run if you could move around the track, but unfortunately not. Pretty much stuck to the bottom.
Get ready, going
We'll see if the tire wear actually ends up mattering here in this 40-lap race. We're going to go for it.
Get ready.
High
Keep
car
your
is
nose
off.
clean.
Be ready. Green flag, green flag.
Maybe it was a first gear start, like those guys around us. Maybe able to get a better start, but not really gonna matter too much. We get enough of a jump to stay out in the lead, not have to worry about side by side or anything like that. Oh, I did move my brake bias back to 60%, even though we are getting on the right rear enough. I just like having that extra turn in, pulling the car to the inside here. Track actually feels tighter right now, which is interesting. I guess that might be because of the cooler temperatures.
22.78.
Not sure what that means for the wear. I think I'm still just going to go for it, though. I really do not want to have to be trying to pass anybody. It's feeling much tighter, though. That's got me a little bit concerned that the right front actually might end up wearing more than I expected. Maybe we'll do a little bit more gentle on the exits, so we're not pushing up out of the corner as much. Moving up just a little bit higher feels like you get it on the right rear more. Okay, it's starting to feel like it's turning again. Maybe just those first couple of laps. This guy really going after it. Is he gonna peek to the inside? No, not yet. He's looking like he's not trying to save either. He might have the same plan as us. Just try to get track position early.
Alright, Colton, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
Try not to slide the tires or anything like that. Kind of had to overdrive it there because it was making me nervous looking to the inside.
You've just done a
When it's
23.07.
making me overdrive it, I'm overthinking it. He's gonna look to the inside, I think. Nope.
That lap was a 23.21.
Backing off. He's looking like he's getting much better runs out of the corner, though. A little bit of a snap on exit. He's looking real fast. I'm surprised he hasn't decided to dive to our inside yet. I really expected to have that happen. But he might just be waiting for an opportunity. Maybe not trying to
Time was a 23.15.
trying to get side by side to bring third and back closer to us. Maybe he recognizes that I'm killing my tires and knows that it's going to be easier later. Maybe I'll learn that maybe passing isn't so hard after all once he blows by me at some point.
Okay, Colton, the next car is one lap behind.
He's looking, not quite going for it yet. He's all over our back bumper though.
Lap times are pretty consistent. Your lap time was 23.27.
Hard to focus on hitting my line when you got a car filling up your entire rear view mirror, but thankfully able to hold on to it for now. He's got me concerned though. He feels like, it really seems like he's got really good control over what he's doing. Has a strong plan. So he could easily end up going around us
That lap was a
sooner rather than later.
23.28.
Really? Even that much of a dumbass? I don't know what the fuck you were thinking.
We got something going on back there making people mad. He's leaving us no room on our back bumper. A little bit early there on our turn in. Gonna hurt our run out.
You've just done
I
a
really don't know what his plan is. He's just trying to
23.35.
wait for me to make a mistake? Trying to force me into one? He's got me thinking, that's for sure. He's got an inside call right there because he's so close.
That lap time was 23.47.
He's making me loose all over my back bumper.
Clear.
We got a big gap back to third, 1.6 seconds. So we're still going fast enough to stay in front of them. God, this is like watching a suspenseful TV show or something, though. The way he's just absolutely all over the back of my car. Waiting for any opportunity, I guess.
Outside.
Okay. Looking to the outside. I did not expect that.
Still there. Hold your line.
Is that how you make passes this week? Move to the outside? That's very interesting. Yeah, look at that. Able to get around our outside. That's fascinating.
We've got plenty of fuel for you two. You've just done a 23.
Well, he's showing us how it's done here. I learned something. 1.2 back to third now, so they have gained a little bit. Still feels like we got tons of grip out here. We got some people with damage
Okay, Colton.
showing up.
Next car is car number 4, and their rating is 4.4.
We're just now past halfway. Probably gonna start showing that our tires are not being saved. I feel like there's gonna be some guys that haven't been able to keep up a lot of pace and probably still kept the tires on it a little bit better. There's usually a couple of those in every race, it feels like. We're keeping up with the guy ahead pretty good though. He's clearly got a better handle on it. But we're keeping up just fine. Uh-oh.
Slow car down low, go low.
Alright, thankfully they hold it together there.
James, what the fuck are you doing?
Always worried someone's gonna start doing something weird. I think the 4 may be distracted by all that. Found the wall right
Lap
there.
time was 23.70.
How much grip we got in this middle lane. Ooh, the track surface may be a little bit cooler out there. Maybe that's gonna help us get some speed. I'm not sure. It didn't really feel like it worked too well right there.
P2.
Kind of breaks even by the time we get to the middle of the back stretch.
That last lap was
Probably better just to take the
23.6.
bottom if they're going to be about equal, because you're probably going to be hurting the tires more in that second lane. Three looking like he's catching up pretty good. We might not be able to hold on to P2, but
That lap was
P3 might be
23.60.
possible. I'd be definitely okay with that. The 4 is looking like he's got just a really good grasp of this combo this week. He was keeping up with us just fine and looking like he was doing a great job of just balancing his driving as well, keeping it really smooth.
That lap was 23.62.
Driving away from us a little bit. Ooh, almost drove myself up into the wall there, trying not to turn the steering wheel too much. Three car only 0.6 back now. I do think overall just driving hard is what you want to do. At least that's probably the best I could have done, because I think if I tried to save tires I probably would have just fallen backward and gotten stuck back there. Here at least I think I'll be able to keep most of the spots by the end of this thing, because we're already getting close, coming to 9 to go now. Leader getting away a little bit.
You've just done a
He's taking like a wider entry cut down line, which is very interesting. Try that. It didn't really work for us. Lost about a 10th trying that.
That was 23.76.
Not quite able to do what he's doing there. I think we'll get closer to holding on to P2 than I thought, but I do think he's still going to get here. Let's see if we can't hold him off, but his tires are looking so much better right now. That's going to be a tough ask. Well, maybe. Seems like his charge forward has stalled out just a little bit. Tried to drive in a little bit harder there, and I don't think it did good things for us. It just kind of killed our run out.
5 laps to go. We're in a great spot for some hardware.
I feel like my tires are gonna look terrible, but I just don't think it matters enough at the end of 40 laps. If the race were longer, it might, but right now we're going to be able to hold on to most of the distance that we gained. And right now it's looking like we might actually keep second place too.
That was 23.72.
Which is pretty awesome. It almost feels like the car's coming back to us a little bit too, because you see there 0.07 gained on last lap right there in 1 and 2. For the most part, just been driving, trying to hit the fastest laps I can this whole time. And it's been working just fine for us. Ooh, leader in the wall a little bit. Not gonna make any difference for us though. He's too far ahead, unless he breaks something. 2 to go.
2 more, let's go.
2 to go. Keep it together. We'll be on the podium.
He puts so much throttle into it and it turns, even on these older tires.
White flag, white flag.
White flag coming up. I think we'll be able to hold on to this spot. It's kind of crazy.
Last lap. Looking good for a podium.
He's just able to keep just a little bit more tire and found a way to get around on the outside, which was impressive. Good win, 4. Good race.
Well done, Colton. Great drive. That's
All
a
right,
podium.
let's check
That's
a
the
flag.
session.
So we hold on to P2.
Really well.
The 3 was coming, but kind of stalled out there. Very curious to see what the tires look like.
Cool. I did not run you in the wall.
Alright. 73.70, so we were actually on the right rear a little bit.
Okay.
Makes me kind of wonder, maybe if we were a little more gentle on the exits, maybe that would have been the difference.
Ran
That
into the wall way before I was even close to you. Like,
maybe that would have been
seriously.
enough that kind of kept us in the fight as much as the 4 was. But just excellent drive from the 4. He knew exactly what he needed to do, and he did it. This is what it looked like to me. You can see though, look at the lack of passing through this field. This is crazy. So the winner passed us on the outside, as you saw, masterfully done. Started 3rd, finished 3rd. Started 4th, finished 4th. Started 5th, finished 5th. The 13, an excellent job. He moves 2 spaces up. P7. Started 7th, finished 7th. And then you got 9, 9, and then you got more mixed up further back because I think there were a couple wrecks. But just so hard to pass. The 4 proved you could do it, and it looks like you want to do it on the outside, or, you know, quote-unquote outside. Really the second lane, because there is no outside at Iowa anymore. But, hey, if you want to have success this week, emulate what the 4 did, I think. Just, you know, a little more gentle on the exits, I bet. Maybe a little bit more gentle on the turn in as well. Maybe he even put a little bit more brake to the rear? I don't know. That's just guessing. but he saved just enough to be able to get to our outside and get around us. And that got him the win, but even just going Q laps the whole time for us got us P2 and a 3.1k strength of field, so tires really not much of a thing. Passing going to be very, very difficult. So lap 3, this is our first incident. That's tough, because I think the 6 was clear right here. The 10 a lane down. The 10's a real-life driver, I think. Probably not expecting to be on the inside of the 6. That's kind of a racing incident, I think, because I don't think they expected to be side-by-side right there, and so neither of them really left any room for it to happen. I think you could probably be a little more proactive by the 10 because you have a better view of it and probably stay closer to the bottom in anticipation of being on his inside. Ooh, the 6 involved in another one here. They're 3 wide bouncing off of each other. The 16 in this pickle-colored car. That shade of green just makes me think pickles. They get 3 wide. 16 definitely not close enough to the bottom for 3 wide, but they kind of all just were bouncing off of each other there. He finds a chunk of the turn 2 wall. 17 kind of just runs into the back of the 18. Pretty aggressive move for the 18 to just cut in front of the 17, though. And it looks like he slams on the brakes just way too hard as well. Like, it really looks like he's slamming on the brakes right here. And you're just asking to get hit if you're going to cut in front of somebody right before the braking zone and then really slam on the brakes. I don't know. Really aggressive driving there, just kind of cutting each other off and stuff. Pickles finding some corn here on the front stretch. Pickles and corn. Ooh, the 14 gets loose on exit, and that will take out the 17 as well. Nothing the 17 did wrong there. The 14 just got loose on exit. Not able to hold on to it. 17 pretty unlucky there. And then coming to the checkered flag, what was that? What happened to the 12? The 8 looking to get his top 10 finish here, and... oh, the 12 has damage. What happened? The 5 just dumps the 12. Is this... yeah, the 5 just kind of runs him over for 7th place. I mean, he probably just thought, you know, hey, there's room right there, I want to go for it, but there wasn't. There really wasn't. And so he dumps the 12, goes around there. Looked like he thought about just letting him go, maybe feeling bad about it, maybe. Oh, I see what happened. Then the 12 slamming on the throttle, trying to save the best finish he can get, spinning the tires up, and it just comes out from under them there, and then the 8 finds them. So that's how that happened. A couple of unfortunate last-second incidents there for those guys. And then I don't know where the 17's going after the race. Sitting in the middle of the track. But that will do it. We were able to stay in front of all the mess. Feels like you can just get yourself a good finish this week. Practice some hot laps, get a good qualifying run, and then just drive. And I think you could probably hold on to most of your spots. Here, not quite able to beat the 4. Very impressive run there, but able to hold on to P2. And like I said, I will definitely take that. We'll look at the race results page. Should be pretty positive numbers for us in this one. Here it is. Let me make sure you can see it. Yes, 3,100 strength of field even. 43 iRating gain, so we'll be at 49.49. There's our P2 finish. The 4 actually had a faster lap than us. Probably helped a little bit to have a little bit of draft following us at the start. But 174 championship points, definitely a good amount there for the ARCA series. As you see the rest of the results. Always stinks to be the #1 car and get a top 5 and then lose iRating. The #1 as a nearly 6,000 driver loses 4 for a top 5 finish. I know that feeling. As you'll see the rest of the finishes here. Alright, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed some ARCA at New Iowa. Petition to pave the entire corner. Could somebody fund this, please? But for now, at least we had ourselves a good run. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.